Hello everyone and welcome to my Emmerdale Story channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Emmerdale fans were left reeling tonight as one of the soap's most iconic characters, Cain Dingle, was rushed to hospital following a shocking and unexpected incident that sent shockwaves through the village. Known for his tough exterior and unbreakable spirit, Cain's latest ordeal revealed a vulnerable side rarely seen and left viewers fearing the worst for the Dingle patriarch. It began like any ordinary day in the Dales. Cain, ever the protector, was seen working at the garage, trying to keep busy amid the ongoing family tensions. His son Kyle had been struggling at school again, and Moira had been doing her best to hold the family together. But beneath Cain's hard shell, there was something simmering, an unspoken exhaustion, a weight too heavy for even him to bear. As night fell, tensions between Cain and another villager, rumored to be Aaron, exploded in a fierce argument. Harsh words were exchanged, years of buried resentment came to the surface, and before anyone could intervene, the confrontation spiraled out of control. Cain stormed out, his face pale and his hands trembling, leaving Aaron standing in stunned silence. Moments later, the sound of screeching tires pierced the calm of the village. Several locals rushed outside to see Cain's truck swerved off the narrow country road near Butler's farm, crashing into a ditch. The once indestructible Cain Dingle was found unconscious behind the wheel, blood trickling down his forehead, his body motionless. Moira, hearing the commotion, sprinted from the farmhouse, her voice breaking as she screamed his name. Paramedics arrived swiftly, their flashing lights illuminating the darkened lane. As they loaded Cain onto a stretcher, Moira clutched his hand, whispering, "Don't you dare leave me, Cain. Not like this." Viewers across the nation were left heartbroken as the camera lingered on her tear-streaked face, the fear and love etched deeply in her expression. At Houghton General Hospital, doctors fought to stabilize him. The crash had caused internal injuries, and Cain was rushed into surgery. Moira and Chaz waited anxiously in the corridor, their silence saying more than words ever could. Chaz, her voice trembling, muttered, "He's Cain Dingle, he's survived worse than this. He has to pull through." But even she couldn't hide the terror in her eyes. Back in the village, word spread quickly. Charity dropped everything and rushed to the hospital, joined by Nate and Kyle, who looked pale and frightened. For once, the Dingles were united in their worry. The family that had weathered countless storms now found themselves holding their breath for the man who had always been their rock. As the hours dragged on, a doctor emerged from the operating theater, his expression grave. "Cain's stable," he said slowly, "but he's not out of danger yet." Relief flooded Moira's face, though tears continued to fall. She was allowed to see him, a scene that will no doubt go down as one of Emmerdale's most emotional moments of the year. In a dimly lit hospital room, surrounded by the steady beeping of machines, Moira sat by Cain's bedside, her hand resting gently on his. "You stubborn fool," she whispered. "You think you can scare us like that and get away with it?" Her words were soft, but the love behind them was fierce. For the first time, viewers saw the cracks in Cain's armor, the man behind the legend, vulnerable and human. Meanwhile, guilt began to eat away at Aaron, who believed his argument might have pushed Cain too far. He confided in Chaz, confessing that he wished he could take back every word. "He's like a dad to me," Aaron said, voice shaking. "And I might have been the reason he's in there." Chaz, though shaken, reminded him that Cain wouldn't want anyone blaming themselves, least of all family. The episode closed on a haunting note. Cain's eyes flickered open briefly as Moira begged him to wake up. His lips parted, barely whispering her name before slipping back into unconsciousness. Moira broke down, sobbing into his chest as the screen faded to black. Social media exploded within minutes. Fans flooded X, formerly Twitter, with messages like, "Not Cain. Emmerdale can't lose him. He's the heart of the Dingles, and that hospital's scene broke me. Jeff Hordley deserves every award going." Viewers praised the raw performances and emotional depth, calling it one of the show's most powerful episodes in years. As tomorrow's episode looms, questions remain. Will Cain wake up and recover? What really caused the crash? Was it truly an accident or something darker? And can this tragedy finally bring the Dingles closer together, or will it tear them apart once again? One thing is certain, Emmerdale has reminded fans why Cain Dingle remains one of its most compelling characters. Tough, complex, and fiercely loyal, his fight for survival has captivated viewers once more. And as Moira sits by his bedside, refusing to give up hope, fans across the country are right there with her, willing the unbreakable Cain Dingle to pull through.